Hey, Fragrance family, I'm Daver.
And I'm Carlos.
And we're the Fragrance Bros.
I've always wanted to do that. Yes.
So as you can see, I have a guest host this time on Fragrance Bros. It is none other than Carlos Powell. How are you doing, Carlos?
I'm doing great. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great. Doing really good. Really glad to have you on.
I'm honored that you invited me. Thank you.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know who Carlos is, he is the originator of a fragrance group on Facebook called Peace, Love, and Perfume. Fantastic community, and that's where I know him from. He's also a Good Smeller from the Good Smellers, a group of New York fragrance lovers. And you've gotten some notoriety with Good Smellers too, have you not?
A little bit, you could say. Yeah, we've gotten quite a few write-ups from Oprah magazine to the New York,
like Elle
Sunday
magazine.
Times. Yeah,
small things.
It's been a good year and a half.
Yeah. All right, so let's get straight to the review. Date introduced is 2013, so it was just last year. It's classified as an Oriental spicy. Notes are bergamot, black pepper, juniper berries, labdanum, vanilla, amber, and lavender. So, Carlos, what did you get out of longevity out of this?
Longevity, it was maybe about 3 hours. I pretty much have scent sponge skin, like whatever I put on, my skin eats it up. So I'd say about 3 hours, and not in beastly mode by any means. It was fairly quiet.
Really?
Yeah, for me.
Wow, 3 hours. So you said you have. So you
Scent
said you have
sponge skin.
Does that happen with all of your scents?
With a lot, not all. I do better with thicker fragrances like Tom Ford. Heavier perfumes do better on my skin. Black Orchid, which is one of my signature scents. This one was on the light side of 3 hours.
Man, on me it was excellent. Like I got really good longevity. It wasn't beastly, but it lasted I think 9 or 10 hours. Yeah.
I have never gotten. Well, there are some I can't think off the top of my head right now because I'm on the spot. But 9 hours. I wish I got 9 hours out of something. Not this baby here. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Now, what about projection? What did you get a projection out of this?
Projection was on the quiet side. It was not a skin scent, but maybe a step above. It didn't project too well for me.
Okay.
But I've only worn a little on my hand. I haven't worn it out to actually see how it projected or how others around me smelled it. But I would say it's definitely lower.
Yeah, on me, I would say I'd say it was probably in the average range of projection, and I'm pretty much fine with that. I'm really glad it was a little bit better than like the original Luna Rossa, which the original Luna Rossa was pretty weak, if I recall correctly.
I never tried that one. I've heard mostly negatives on that one on the boards and stuff.
Season, I would say this is probably fall and winter, and probably nights mostly. But I do think you could probably wear this on a cool spring night as well.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
It's not that heavy. I agree on that. I would say it's more for fall than spring. But being that it's so light, it could probably be pulled off in spring.
Yeah.
So, because this is not a thick fragrance by any means, in my opinion, or at least on my skin.
Yeah. In purpose, I would say this is probably casual and maybe date. Something about this kind of says that I think that this would be good on a date.
I like it for a date. Not that I've been on a date anytime recently, but it's really nice. I don't love this fragrance, but I like the opening. I get like a fresh peppery. Then it dries down to like a little amber and vanilla. It's nice. I think it's good for a date night. I'd wear it. I'd have to put on a lot though.
Yeah.
1-2 spritz would not work for me.
Yeah. Be a quick date for 3 hours, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So what does this remind you of?
What does it remind me of? It's a very nice peppery citrus in the beginning, and then I get the amber vanilla, which is quite comforting. What I get from this. I wish it was a little louder for my taste.
Yeah.
But I think it's nice, and I think most guys would appreciate it. It's a well done fragrance overall. Just not my favorite.
Yeah, I know. Like it's hard to kind of talk about this fragrance without talking about the original Luna Rossa. And whenever you think of a fragrance being extreme or one of these type of fragrances, you think it's going to be a louder version of the original, and this is completely different than the original Luna Rossa.
I don't think it's an extreme fragrance at all.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the other thing too, is that you also think that it's going to be really just loud and beefy and, you know, almost eau de parfum, you know, strength or something. And it's not. It's more like this is the strength that Prada Luna Rossa should have been.
Okay.
But
you know what?
wasn't.
Like I said before, I never tried it, so I'll have to go check it out at Sephora one of these days to see the comparison.
In a lot of ways, I think that I really wish that they went with a stronger version of the original Luna Rossa instead of making this fragrance. But I can appreciate what they did here. I think that this is kind of the yang to the original Luna Rossa's yin. So they're kind of on opposite ends here.
I was going to ask, so it's nothing really like the original?
No, not at all.
What you say?
The only thing that is familiar is just the lavender. That's it.
And the lavender's not so thick, or that medicinal lavender, which I don't care for.
Yeah.
It's a subtle lavender.
Yeah, absolutely. What I really liked about the original Luna Rossa is that it really had a really relaxed feel to it. And this kind of keeps that same kind of relaxed feel to it. But there's something about it that kind of adds kind of a almost seductive quality to it, I guess. It's not really a seductive fragrance, but there's a little bit more sexiness in this than in the original. And so, like, I think that's kind of cool, relaxed and seductive. I think that, you know, who doesn't want to smell relaxed and seductive?
Sounds good to me. It's all good. I think it's sexy. It's the amber vanilla thing always. I get that kind of feeling from perfumes with that amber vanilla mix.
Now, this also gets compared to Tobacco Vanille, and I can see where they're coming from. It's not a clone by any stretch, but there's something in this that actually does remind me of Tobacco Vanille a little bit. This would almost be like if there was like a Tobacco Vanille Eau Fraiche or something.
Okay.
In some ways, like there's a lot of lavender in this, so you can smell the lavender, but there is kind of like that vanilla amber base that is in Tobacco Vanille as well, and so there is a little bit of that connection there. But a lot of people like Tabac Rouge as kind of a lighter alternative to Tobacco Vanille, but I think that this is even better as a lighter alternative to Tobacco Vanille. It's not tobacco-y, it doesn't have a strong vanilla flavor to it, but there is a connection there, and this is a lot better in the spring than obviously Tobacco Vanille. Yeah, it's a lot lighter too. It's a lot cheaper as well, so that's a big plus.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Daver, I love you dearly, my friend, and I totally respect your opinion, but I gotta tell you, I don't get the Tobacco Vanille connection at all.
Really?
So you're wrong, mister.
Now, I don't think it's a clone at all, but you don't think it has like a slight resemblance to Tobacco Vanille?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy. What can I tell you?
Now, what about compliments? Did you get any compliments from this?
As I told you, I didn't wear it out, so the compliment factor wasn't there because I didn't wear it out. I just wore it around the house, so. But I could see this getting compliments. It's a nice enough fragrance.
Yeah.
I work at, there's like 50 girls I work with, and they all like Macy's type fragrances. They don't like anything like Amber Absolute or Black Afghan or anything like that. So they would definitely appreciate this for sure.
Yeah, I could definitely see it being a, like you said, a fine fragrance.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of people would be like, oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like it all right. I think it's one of those.
Nice enough.
Yeah, I think it's nice enough. Yeah, that's right. My wife liked it a good bit, but that's about it. Like she didn't really have any strong feelings either way, but it's fine.
That's cool.
Bang for buck, this is $86 for a 3.4 ounce, 100 mil.
You can't go wrong. That's a great price.
Yeah, I think that's a great price for what it is. And plus, like, for one, it's pretty much the going rate for a designer fragrance retail. But the thing about it is, this is brand new, and so it's not on any of the third-party sites that sell discounted fragrances yet. But it will be. And once
yeah.
it goes there, it'll be like 30% off retail, easy. So just give it time, like next year. So right now we're in September in 2014. Next year it's going to be on those sites 30% off probably. So you can find deals later on. Just right now, all it is retail. So, but still, even at retail, I think that's a good deal for what you're getting.
You know what? I got to say that although I'm not completely blown away by it, as you can see, I have said on my perfume group that I think it's one of the better designer releases. So, it's okay. It's just okay.
Yeah.
But one of the better designers that I've smelled recently.
Yeah, I can see that too. I think that is yeah, because it's different than some of the way that some of the designers are going. It's not a sporty fragrance. It's not an aquatic fragrance. It's not some of these tropes that a lot of these fragrance houses are just going for just to crank out money or whatever. So that brings me to my final question. Final rating. What do you get?
I'd give this a 3.
Okay. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I think I like this good enough. I probably like it a little bit more than you, but I agree. I think this is, it doesn't blow me away, but, I like it all right.
And Lord knows, when it comes to our perfumes, we need to be blown away.
That's right. Absolutely. So that's all I have for Prada Luna Rossa Extreme. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Do you like it, love it, hate it? Let me know. Of course, what do you think of Carlos being one of the guest hosts? He'll be on next week as well. Give him some love down in the comments down below. And Carlos, where can they find your YouTube channel?
They can find me at Brooklyn Fragrance Lover, New York Good Smellers, NY Good Smellers, and Fragrance Community. I'm on 3 channels. Such a YouTube whore, that guy.
So go down and check him out and subscribe and like to his videos and channel. So anyway, that's all we got. I'm Daver.
And I'm Carlos.
And we're the Fragrance Bros. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Later.